So as you can tell, and I do apologize, I am on my own this morning because Natalie, my normal co-host, is actually sick this morning. So our thoughts and prayers go out to her as she tries to get better. So every day we talk about a little something that's going on in the news, and the big thing that I'd like to talk about today is the fact that during yesterday's show we had a wonderful organization, the Kenya Relief, come on, and as you can tell I'm already sponsoring their shirt, come on and talk about a wonderful organization. And I won't get too much into that because we do have Miss Cindy Hawkins, who works with the organization, coming on later today. So stick around, we're definitely going to have some awesome information coming at you about that one. So every day we give out these awesome prizes, and I love to give out wonderful prizes because I love giving back, and so does the station. So let's take a look at what kind of prizes you can win for checking out our Facebook page and seeing who that sponsor of the day is and giving us a call. You could win one sausage biscuit from Bojangles of Cullman. They're wonderful biscuits. They are awesome, and they open so early that you always have an available chance to go and get one. You can get a free bag of variety apples from Steel Orchard, and this is 20 different varieties of apples, and they're all hand-picked from this orchard, so definitely want to get something like that. And again, Mad Dog Mike's famous family pack of barbecue. That's the pound of meat, the 2 16-ounce sides, and the 4 buns. Definitely don't want to miss out because it's an awesome value. So again, check out our Facebook page and call 256-734-7399. That's 256-734-7399 because you don't want to miss the opportunity to win those awesome prizes that we give away every day. So speaking of Facebook, we always like to show out and highlight one special person on the Facebook page, and this is our Facebook friend of the day. And today's Facebook friend of the day is Miss Christy Hitt. Now, Miss Christy Hitt enjoys Chick-fil-A and Mad Dog Mike's famous barbecue. See, she has the right idea. So for being our Facebook friend of the day, we would like to give Miss Christy a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike. So it's, we're helping her out a little bit, enjoying some of the things that she gets to every day. Alrighty, so we've got, again, as I stated, an awesome guest coming on. Again, this is Miss Cindy Hawkins. She is with the Kenya Relief Fund, again, that I am sponsoring the shirt of today, a little haphazardly. And we really are excited to get her on the show to talk about some of the things that you can do to maybe participate and some of the things that we as a community can come together to do to help a country that really does need our help. So if you'll stay with us, we'll be right back.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
And welcome back. So again, we are joined today by Miss Cindy Hawkins, who is again with the Kenya Relief Organization. So Miss Cindy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? How long have you been in Cullman?
I was raised in Cullman.
Okay.
I was. I've left for 20 years when I went to college.
20 years.
Yes, and I came back in '08.
Oh.
And I am a nurse practitioner at Cullman Medical and Pediatric for Dr. Addison, Dr. Thomason. And I've been there for about 4 years.
Yes, ma'am. Now, you stated you moved away for college. Did you go to one of the larger universities?
I went to JSU.
JSU, yes, ma'am. Okay, so there you go. Everyone out there here's
right.
a JSU alumni. Yes, ma'am. So you moved to college. Did you go to college for nurse practitioning?
I went to be a nurse.
Yes, ma'am.
And that led me to a staff nurse and a charge nurse and a house supervisor and then to grad school. And
so you've just
here
been
I
a
am.
little bit everywhere.
Right.
All right. So how did being in the nursing position eventually lead you into an organization like this?
Well, I always knew that I wanted to do missions, and I felt like it was probably international, but I really didn't know where that was going to lead me. And when I moved back to Cullman in 2008, I started going back to church here, and every Sunday that I went, somebody was talking about missions. And then the last Sunday that I went to Sunday school, and Steve was there, Steve James, our president, and he talked about Kenya Relief and recruiting for mission teams, and I signed up that day, and I bought my ticket in about 2 days, and I went in 2009, and I've been going ever since.
So you just went in feet first and just
I
dove
did.
right into this.
I did. I was so excited, and I just knew that that's what God wanted me to do. That was what I was supposed to do. That's why I went, and somebody was talking about missions every time, and then I went, and Steve was there, and I said, "This is it. I'm going."
It was a sign. You were
It was
just
a sign, and I'm in.
So from hearing about it, is that immediately, did you go as a nurse practitioner, or did you just go on the church side of it as a?
Actually, I went as a nurse. At the time that I signed up, I was the director of the ER here in Cullman.
Oh, wow.
And I went as a nurse just to take care of patients, and we saw 2,400 patients in 3 days.
Wow.
And it changed my life. It changed my life. And when I came home, I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. So I also sponsor a child. Once I signed up with Steve, he called, I signed up, and he called me a few months later and said, "Hey, I've got these children that have been brought to our orphanage. Do you want to be a sponsor?" And I thought, yeah, I'd love to be a sponsor. And I said, well, I want to sponsor a girl because I don't have a girl, I have a boy, but I'd love to have a girl. So to Casey is the little girl that I sponsor. She's 6, was 6 at the time, and she's a total orphan. Her mom had died of AIDS, and her dad had remarried, but then later he died of AIDS too. And so when she came to the compound, she was sick, she was malnourished, she had malaria, and now she's 11. She's top of her class. I've sponsored her since she came in 2009, and I get to go see her.
Oh, that's exciting.
And she writes me letters, and she's awesome. And she's top of her class, and she wants to be a doctor. And she might not even be alive if it wasn't for us. From the support that you provide, she's going to change the life of many people just because of what we've provided for her. So.
See, and that's the thing I love about this organization is because it's not one of those things that you see on TV and it's like for a nickel a day you have no idea. I mean, they could be just printing off letters left and right. You're sending a nickel to something. This is something that you can actually see the results of.
Oh yeah.
And although it's not about results, it's about changing lives.
Right.
It is nice to know that you can feel that immediate change happening because you can see it happening. It's a thing. I mean, people are going there constantly. They're seeing these kids. They're helping them. They're getting them the medications and the foods that they need. And I love it. I'm sorry. I'm a big fan.
Well, let me tell you, I have a picture now. A picture when Casey came to the compound, and she's sick and she's not smiling and she looks pitiful. And I now have pictures of us now, and then she's just bright-eyed and smiling and so happy and little chunky.
got some meat on her now.
It's great.
So you mentioned child sponsorship.
Right.
Now you have recently come into a position that deals with that a little more, correct?
Yes, I got involved with Kenya Relief in 2009. I was asked to be on the board in 2011. And that got me more involved. And then recently, our child sponsorship director, Pat Livingston, who has done a phenomenal job, she's been our director for 12 years. She's decided to retire and spend some time with her family, so I have taken on that role. In my practice at the office, I see adults and kids, but I see mostly kids, and I absolutely love it. And so being a sponsor first and seeing how things work over there, and then now taking this on, so excited. I'm so excited. We have 160 kids.
160.
Well, actually, if you count our college kids, we have 172.
Wow.
So, you know, I went from Mama Cindy to one. Now I have a, you know.
Then you have a small tribe of
I
people.
I do. It's awesome.
So that's got to be, you know, something very exciting, not just for you, but for everybody. Because, I mean, obviously you seem like the kind of person that's just going to be hands deep in some involvement.
I'm loving it.
Well, I'm sure they all appreciate it because the energy. Oh.
Well, you can just make such a difference. I mean, these children are the future of Kenya. And if you can help them, make them healthy, help them in school, and help them grow, they're the future of Kenya. And they're the ones that are going to make a difference for the future there.
Because change one life, and then they can turn around and change two, and it just grows from there. And it's a ripple effect, just like many other things. And it just takes one person to change a lot of lives.
That's right.
Okay, so in your position, one of the things that you obviously oversee is helping people sponsor a child. So do you mind explaining that process?
No, I'd love to. We have several children that need sponsorship. We looked at what it would take to sponsor a child as far as what the cost that we endure. We provide their health care, their food, room and board. We have social workers, dorm parents, and we provide their school. Which in Kenya, you have to pay for school, and it's very expensive. So we looked at that, and it's about $150 is what we thought, which probably actually costs more now, but what it would take per child per month to support that child. So we offer a full sponsorship at $150 or a half sponsorship at $75. A lot of people do a half sponsorship, but a lot of people do the $150. Sometimes, you know, you go over there and you really want to help, but maybe $75 is just too much for you right now, you know. So we have some other means too. We have the Joshua Fund, which is a college fund, school fund. We have all types of other things that we offer. We do Christmas baskets. We send the kids home with food at Christmas time. So there's lots of other ways that you could sponsor and help a child without actually being a sponsor, even if the $75 was too much.
So you have a plan to help in any way for people with different varying financial situations, which is fantastic because someone like me can afford to
Right.
I am also of $150 value. So.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people want to help, and that, you know, some people, you know, I really want to go over there, but I just can't right now. But what can I do to help? You know, and it's something that anybody can make a difference.
So besides the monthly sponsorship, is there anything else other than, you know, you mentioned the Christmas baskets and anything? Is there anything else that they can do to help? Maybe just donate to the organization?
Absolutely. You know, we have a lot of people that donate stuff to our office, and we, you know, really what we really need is for them to donate money. I mean, really, because you look at it, we have a warehouse full of all types of things, school supplies, clothes, and which is great, and they really need that, but it's very hard to get that over there. When we go, we send to about 22 to 24 teams a year, and they all have a medical focus. So we're trying to get vital medical equipment over there, and so we do bring some of that stuff, but ideally we would buy it in Kenya and support their economy.
Yes, ma'am. And
that will in turn, you know, help the community. So if we had donations for school supplies and for clothes, we could just buy it there.
And then, you know, again, the turnover in the economy there would probably rise from the combination.
Right. And we always have need for improvements in our dorm. You know, malaria, so you need nets, you need good screens on your windows. You know, there's always upkeep and stuff like that that they could donate for.
So yes,
that too.
Donations are gladly accepted. And you have a place other than just come by the office to donate, or the website would be a?
They can go through the website, and it'll direct you to either donate via PayPal, or you can come mail a check to the office.
And is there a way to set it up to donate monthly through that?
Yes, absolutely. You can do it through your bank.
Alrighty, and that's KenyaRelief.org is the name of the website. And again,
Yes.
eventually, if I turn around far enough, you'll see the website printed on the back of the shirt. But again, this is a wonderful organization. I'm so excited that you guys are so local. And again, they are based right here out of Cullman. We saw yesterday the president of the organization who founded it. And again, this excitement. I can't express how it's great to see people in our community making such a change for people all across the globe. And we as a community and here at the station will do anything we can to help.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Was there anything else that you wanted to mention today?
Well, if you do want to sponsor a child, we do have some children that are available. We have 97 children on our campus in our orphanage, but we also have in Kenya, when you go to high school, you go to boarding school.
Okay.
And so we have 44 children in boarding school, and we also have 20 in a home-based care program, which is, you want children to be able to stay with their family if they can, if they have a good environment. And sometimes they just have maybe a single parent that is very poor, that needs just a little bit of support, and they can maintain that child in the home, and that's what we try to do. So we have 20 children that are in this home-based program. So if you're interested in sponsoring a child, it's wonderful. I love it. I love being a sponsor myself. You get updates at least a couple of times a year. You get a Christmas card. You get pictures when we get them. And we're working on some newsletters and some other things to keep you more real time in what they're doing. You can contact me at my email at cindyhawkins@kenyarelief.org.
Alrighty. So again, just huge outreach there. I'm super excited that this is a thing. And they can check the website again to see some of these children that they can sponsor. Now, is it one person per sponsor, or is it one child can have multiple sponsors?
You can have multiple. You can have multiple.
So a family can come in together and sponsor a
Absolutely. And sometimes we have team members that go over, and they just really connect with a child, and that connection is going to last for a long time. So if I have a child that's already has a sponsor, but then you connect, I'm not going to tell you no. I mean, you've got that connection, and it's special. So we let you sponsor anybody you want.
Well, that's always good to know, because at some point, if I can ever afford it, I might try to go over there.
We'll hook you up.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you again for coming on the show again. We were absolutely thrilled that this organization exists. We would love to have you guys back on the show to update us on anything different, maybe a little closer to Christmas time, so you can talk to us about how to do that. So definitely come back and see us, and definitely keep us updated on what's going on. Again, if any of you have any more questions, definitely go check out kenyarelief.org. We would love to help you guys connect and reach, because honestly, these small differences can change lives, and that's what this is all about. So if you'll stay with us for just a second, we'll be right back, and thanks for joining us.
That's how fast the health information technology profession is projected to grow this decade. That's how much a health information technician can make in the first year. Who will you be? Be one of us and get in a Wallace state of mind.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycullmantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
welcome back. So every day, as I mentioned, in the spirit of giving, because again, we just spoke with an organization that's all about trying to give to everybody. We would like to extend again our invitation to you to win some awesome prizes from us, because we at the station also love giving back to the community. So every day at the beginning of the show, I tell you that if you call in after looking at our Facebook page and figure out who our sponsor of the day is, you have a chance to win some awesome prizes. Well, in the off chance that you have not called in yet and you still aren't quite sure about who the sponsor of the day is, I'm going to give you a quick hint that might put you in the right direction so that you can win those awesome things that we have to give you today. And our hint for today is, which one of our advertisers offers pizza that you can take home and bake? And I will add that they also tell you that you can grill, which is apparently pretty good. I'm not too sure about that yet. I'm going to have to try it. But definitely check out who that sponsor of the day is and give us a call. And again, you can call us at 256-734-7399. Call in and let us know what's going on. Tell us who that sponsor of the day is. You don't want to miss that. Well, in other news, we've got some interesting things going on. Starting off, apparently, Ferguson declares a state of emergency. Now, last night, protesters continued in Ferguson, Missouri for the fourth night in a row to mark the one-year anniversary of the death of Michael Brown. Sunday night's protest had ended in gunfire, leaving Tyrone Harris Jr. with 10 felony charges for opening fire on officers, though the officers were unharmed. Police did fire back at Harris, who was hit and is in critical condition Monday after surgery. This is another one of those incidences where violence has tended to overpour what the original thought of this protest was, which was peaceful protest. They were coming out there to protest the violence that they believed that the police of this area had enacted against them, and again it has erupted into another riot. At this sense, hundreds of people had gathered into the streets by early Monday evening. 23 were arrested Monday night. I mean, they were throwing rocks and frozen water bottles. One police officer even had to open with pepper spray onto a group of people, so this is becoming very out of hand. The St. Louis County Executive Steve Stranger declared a state of emergency early Monday after the violent protest Sunday night. He stated, "In light of last night's violence and unrest in the city of Ferguson and the potential for harm to persons and property, I am exercising my authority of county executive to issue a state of emergency effective immediately." He also stated that the recent acts of violence will not be tolerated in a community that has worked so tirelessly over the last year to rebuild and become stronger. So our thoughts and prayers are out to that group and that city, because we do hope that this gets resolved quickly and peacefully, because the last thing anybody wants is for more violence to continue. So continuing, and sadly enough, original SNL cast member George Coe has died at 86. Many people remember Mr. Coe is a member of the original SNL cast known as the Not Ready for Primetime Players. He did die Saturday at 86 following a long illness. Mr. Coe has also continued his career throughout many projects, one of them being a personal favorite show of mine called Archer. He played the butler Woodhouse. He also made it through many movies and TV shows. These include such things as L.A. Law, Working, Max Headroom, The West Wing, Grey's Anatomy. He even made a few shows on 2.5 Men. He was the former vice president of the SAG National Board of Directors and received the Ralph Morgan Award in 2009. So we are very sad to hear about his passing. He was a very influential character when it comes to comedy, and we are sad to see him go. And lastly, but not leastly, a car plunges off of the Welty Bridge. Apparently, a car accident in Welty. The driver lost control of the vehicle, left the roadway, and plunged off of a bridge on County Road 747 in Welty in the creek bed below. It appears the driver did hydroplane, which caused them to lose control of the vehicle. It also appears that it was indeed a rollover situation. The Berlin Fire Department was able to come and assist in the medical stabilization of the driver, but because of the steep hill, they actually had to carry him under the bridge and up to the opposite side of the roadway through the creek to get him out. So we are glad to hear that he was able to be removed. He did have several injuries, but they are of unknown severity, and he is at the Cullman Regional Medical Center. So we are hoping that he is okay, and as we get more information on that, we will definitely keep you posted on the driver's condition. So, again, interesting things going on in the community and abroad. Very variety of things happening out there. So we're hoping, both in terms of what's going on in Ferguson and with Mr. Coe, on the sadder notes, and with this driver, that eventually everything reaches a resolution that we all get to in a peaceful and nice manner. But now, as all things do, I get to talk about my favorite part of the show, which is the weather. So let's take a look at that. Again, this is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet, so make the switch to Mitch. Alrighty, so it looks like our average high for today is going to be 91 with a low of 70. We see that a lot here, but it's because it is that midsummer weather. Again, record high was set in 1947 at 103 with the record low at 1929 at 53 degrees. Sunset tonight is going to be at 8:10 with sunrise tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. bright and early. Again, we are looking at a little clear weather here today. You notice that most of the storms that we've had over the few days are now towards the Gulf, kind of getting away from us, thank goodness, because I was getting tired of that rain. So we are looking at partial clouds today, but nothing too big, nothing too serious to worry about. Again, we're looking at a 88 high probably for today, slight clouds. No chance of rain for today. Tonight we're looking at a low of 61, again getting a little cooler temperature with still no chance of rain. Tomorrow the same with no chance of rain with a high of 87 because of that cloud coverage. So again, we're looking at kind of, lighter weather there. Again, we're not looking at much of a chance of rain throughout the week, spots here and there, looking more towards the beginning of next week before we really start seeing chances of rain again. We're looking at upper 80s for the highs for this week and low 60s at night for the lows. So we are again looking at some colder weather there a little bit, but nothing too bad. You can still continue to wear your shorts and flip-flops as long as you can. Although if Natalie was here, she'd probably tell you to go ahead and start breaking the boots out. Well, if you will join us again in just a minute, we will be right back, and I look forward to seeing you.
Fire, accident, storm. They all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
And now we're going to take a look at our community billboards for the day. And again, these are brought to us by Pepsi. The BBB Shred Day is again today, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the King Edward Plaza. You can drop off your sensitive documents, old hard drives and electronics, and old prescription drugs. And again, they are taking non-perishable dry boxed and canned goods as donations for the Cullman Caring for Kids as compensation. Again, do not forget to speak with Miss Catherine Morgan from State Farm. She can give you discounts up to 40%. You can reach her at 256-734-4640. Definitely call her so you can figure out how you can save on your home, auto, and life insurance. And again, also today, Wednesday, August 12th, there will be a book signing from 4 to 6 at Deb's Bookstore. The book title is Of Goats and Governors, 6 Decades of Colorful Alabama Political Stories by author Steve Flowers. So stop by and see if you can get yourself a copy of his book today. And again, the cookbook fundraiser brought to you by the Women of Faith group Garden City Church of God. These are $12.50 each. These proceeds do benefit the church's food bank. Contact information is with Miss Rhonda Davis or Miss Patsy Kennedy. Call them for more information on those. And if you have a community billboard or just want to reach us, you can call us or you can reach us at our webpage, mycullmantv.com. Email us at mycullmantv@gmail.com or phone us at 256-734-7399. And remember to like us on Facebook. And again, these community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi. Happy birthday today to Miss Stephanie Means, Nick Fender, and Glenn Haynes for this happy Wednesday. And again, if you'll if you'll stick with the show, at the end on Friday, we like to do a drawing, and our weekly winners for the birthday drawing will win an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. And happy anniversary to Judy and Gary Marsh and Summer and Ryan Borwick. Happy anniversary to you guys. And again, these anniversary winners, which will also be drawn for on Friday, will win a $15 gift certificate from the Candle Garden. And if you couldn't already tell, our sponsor of the day today was indeed Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. They are located next to Yogurt Mountain, near Heritage Park. And again, they have a new barbecue pizza that they completely encourage you to come out and try. They are pretty good. I've actually had one. And again, if you haven't already liked us on Facebook, please go and do that. We want to hear from you. We are very feedback driven. We want to know what you like, what you don't like, what's going on in the community that we may not be aware of just yet. We want to know because we love to hear from you guys. So go check us out on Facebook. Well, again, we've had a pretty interesting show today. Again, we talked to a wonderful organization for the second time today. We absolutely love having them on the show. Again, we are hoping and our thoughts are going out to Natalie again as she gets over whatever illness she is dealing with today. And tomorrow we do have a wonderful guest, something that community is still kind of new to, but at the same time not. And I know it's a bit confusing, but you'll understand. We have Farm Y'all coming on the show tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. Very interesting to talk to them and figure out what's going on in the community on their end. So, you know, again, after that's a great show, I'm now urged to go out and start giving back to the community. So I think that's what I'm going to go to do today. And I think you guys should equally go out and do something and just change a couple lives if you can. Well, again, I'm Jacob Murphy, My Cullman Television. Hope you have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
When I was young, my father was the one who died. And when I started to grow up, my mother died.